Now, in this video, we are going to discuss about one more problem on projections of points in the second quadrant. A point is 40 mm behind VP, 15 mm above HP, and 25 mm in front or behind or from LPP. Draw its projections and name the side view. So here, if you consider here, it is to identify how it is in the second quadrant, the point condition is behind VP and above HP. And since it is behind VP, so it is 25 mm behind LPP. So behind LPP means the image what you get in the left profile plane is the left side view. So now to analyze this, so when you look from the front view, I can see the distance above HP. So this distance above HP is 15. And when it is looked from the front view, it is projected onto the vertical plane. So this point will going to become P dash. Then 15 mm above HP and 40 mm behind VP. So when you look from the top view, I can see the distance 40 mm behind VP. So that distance, when it is projected onto the horizontal plane, it will be projected onto horizontal plane and you are going to get this as small p. So the distance is 40 mm behind VP. So then 25 mm behind LPP, behind LPP. So this 25 mm behind LPP, when you look from the front view, I can see the distance here on the distance 25 mm behind LPP. You can see the distance in the front view, and when it is projected, the distance will going to be seen on the vertical plane. And also when you look from the top view, I can see the distance 25 mm behind LPP. So that distance is seen in the horizontal plane also. And then when you look from the left side view, I can see the distance above HP and also that this above HP 15 mm. So that distance can be seen here. And also when you look from the top view, when you look from the side view, I can see the distance behind VP. So that distance, when it is projected onto the profile view, you will going to get the distance here. So now, so this is how you will be able to analyze this problem. And now when you cut it here and rotate the horizontal plane above, so this is the direction of rotation, and also LPP towards the left side, so you are rotating like this. Then in the final position, you will going to get this VP and HP will be overlapping on the right side and LPP will going to come on the left side. So here the distance above HP is seen in the vertical plane. So VP, since the image is in VP, so it is P dash, and the distance behind VP is seen in HP. So HP is also above XY line. So from here you measure 40 and you mark this point as P. And when you look from the profile view, you can see the distances of front and as well as the top view. So you draw a horizontal projector from the front view towards the LPP and also draw a horizontal projector from P till here. So the distance which is vertical, so that distance has to come horizontal, and then draw a 45-degree line here. Then it will come, this 40 mm is transferred as a horizontal distance here. And where you have the front view, on that line, you will going to get the side view. So you project from here. So this will go to the point. So this distance is behind VP and this distance is above HP, and the view what you will going to get is the left side view. So now we need to transfer this into the final solution by considering the orthographic view. So first you draw the XY line and also X1 Y1 line, and you mark XY and X1 Y1, and you mark this as VP, and HP is the one which has been rotated, and LPP on the left side. Then the distance with respect to the profile plane, which is 25 mm, is seen in both VP and HP. So from X1 Y1 line, you measure the distance of 25 mm and draw a vertical projector. Then you measure the distance of 15 mm from the XY line. You mark this point as P dash, which is the front view, as the distance above HP is seen in the vertical plane. The distance behind VP, distance is 40, which is also above XY line. From here you measure 40 mm and you mark this point. Since the distance with respect to behind VP, so that image is seen in HP. So since the image is in HP, so that will going to be the top view. So in the profile view, I can see the distance of both front view and as well as the top view. So draw a horizontal projector from P dash to the side view, which is LPP, and draw a 45-degree line adjacent to HP and in LPP, and then draw a horizontal projector from P to the 45-degree line, so that this vertical distance of 40 mm behind VP is transferred into the horizontal distance. And from here draw a vertical projector and draw a horizontal projector from P dash. Both will going to intersect at this point, and you mark this point as P double dash, and then write this as the left side view. So, and draw the dimensions as shown. So this is how we will be able to solve this problem manually. Now we will going to try to solve the problem by using the AutoCAD software. So to do that, so first we'll go to AutoCAD screen and switch off the grid mode, then go to command limits. So specify lower left corner 0 to 0 and the upper right corner as 297, 210, and then say zoom all. Then go to line, select some arbitrary point, then switch on the ortho mode, drag it in the horizontal direction, take some distance and click on first button of the mouse, and take the cursor to the top side, take some distance and click on the first button of the mouse, and then go to offset, take the distance as 297. So you enter 297, specify offset distance, select object to offset, you select this vertical line and offset to the left side and click on first, take the cursor to the left side and click on first button of the mouse, and since by default it is exit, you just come out. Again you just go to the command offset and take the distance as 210. So this is the dimension of A4 size sheet. Then select object to offset, you select this horizontal line and take the cursor just above the horizontal line and click on first button of the mouse, so that you will going to get the offset distance is 210. Then it is outside the screen, then go to zoom and take extents. This will going to regenerate the drawing to the till the extent of the entity drawn. So now you are getting the line here. Then go to zoom, take 70% of this display, so 0.7x, then go to fillet. So you select this vertical line and this horizontal line, and again you select this vertical line and this horizontal line, so that you will go to not only extends and trim the extra line, and again go to fillet, you select this horizontal line and this vertical line, so you're going to get this fillet now. Then go to zoom window and type the problem number 4. So here the problem number 4 is a point is 40 mm behind VP, 15 mm above HP, and 25 mm in front or behind or from LPP. Draw the projections and name the side view. Here we need to write the side view. So here a point, so go to D text, so select some arbitrary point, take the text height as 4 and rotation angle as 0, type the problem number 4. Then a point is 40 mm behind VP, then 15 mm above HP, 15 mm above HP, and 25 mm behind or from, and 25 mm behind slash from, behind or in front from LPP. Draw its projections, comma, name the side view, So now here we have, so when you see the drawing here, so what we have XY line and front view, top view and side view. So we need to create those layers now. So to do that, so first we'll go to layer, then click on new, type the layer by name XY, click on new, type the layer by name front view, click on new, type the layer by name top view, click on new, type the layer by name side view. Then layer 0 should have a line weight of 0.05. Okay, layer XY should have a line weight of 0.13. Then go to color, the front view has to be with magenta, then the top view has to be with red. Okay, then the side view has to be with blue, and say OK, then close it. So go to line command, draw first the horizontal line of some distance by clicking on first button of the mouse, drag it, and again you click on the first button of the mouse. Since again you take line command, draw a vertical line, take some distance and take some position, and click on the first button of the mouse and drag it to the downwards and click on the first button of the mouse. Now then we need to identify the planes. So go to D text, specify start point, you select some point and take the distance height as 3 and rotation angle as 0 and type VP, and here put the caps lock on and type HP here, and then here type LPP and then enter. Then go to zoom window. So here 25 mm behind LPP can be seen in both VP and HP. So take the offset distance of 25 and you select this line and offset it here. Then again you take 15 mm and you select this horizontal line and take it to the top side and click on the first button of the mouse. Again select, by default it is exit, you come out. Again go to previous command is offset, you just press enter and take 40 mm behind VP, you select this line. Now take enter 40, select object to offset, you select this line and take the cursor to the top side and click on the first button of the mouse. Then go to trim, trim this line, select this as the cutting edge and object to trim as this, and then go to trim, you select this line and this line as the cutting edges and object to trim as this line and this line. Then go to line, take INT of this and take at the rate, you take 100, angle 135, anti-clockwise direction. Then from the top view you need to project this, so which is the top view here. So from top view you take this distance down, and where you have the front view on that line you have to get this point. So go to line, take INT of this and draw perpendicular to this, and then go to fillet between these two, and then fillet between these two. Then go to break this from here outside. So from here break it outside. So similarly from here you break it on outside. So from here you break it on this, and you can also break it like this. The disadvantage is again you have to go for erase command and erase this line. So that is only the difference. Then go to zoom and then take it nearer to the screen, and then go to move, switch off the ortho mode. So you select this, move it, then go to move, select objects, you select this vertical plane, move it nearer. Again go to LPP, select object, specify base point, you select wherever you want, and then second point you just take the sum position and click on the first button of the mouse. Then go to donut, go to specify inside diameter is 0 and outside diameter is 3, and take intersection part of this, and then go to intersection part of this, and then INT of this. Then go to zoom previous. So here go to dtext. So you mark this as height as 3, and you take this as X, you take this as Y, you take this as X1, you take this as Y1, and switch off the ortho, switch off the caps lock, type P dash, and this will go to P, and this will go to be P double dash. Then go to zoom window, then take it nearer, then go to move, then you select this P and take it nearer here, and this P dash and this P double dash, then this X1 and this Y1, and this is X and this is Y. Now we need to go for DD. So first we are going to change the layers. So you select this XY line and your XY and Y1 line, you change it to layer as XY, because we need to change the line thickness there. So then you select this line, this P dash and this vertical plane, go to CH. So that layer has to be the front view, so it will going to take this front view. You select this and you select these two, go to CH, go to layer, and you mark that layer as top view. Then you will going to select these two, then you select this, go to CH, then go to layer. So this will going to be the side view. Then we need to change the leader now. So go to leader, go to first we go for DDIM. So go to modify, go to lines, take the offset from the origin as 2, go to symbols and arrows, take the arrow size as 3, and then go to text. To text height and the arrow size has to be, both are has to be equal. Then vertical center becomes above, then offset from the dimension line you make it as 2, then align with the dimension line, and go to primary units, make this as 0 as the linear dimension, and say OK and say close. Now we will go for dim, then go to center of this and take intersection point of this. So we will go to get 15, then go to center, then go to intersection point of this. So automatically we will going to get 40, then go to center of this and then go to intersection part of this. So we're going to get 25, then go to angular A, select this line and this line. So we're going to get 45. Now you come out by escaping, then go to leader. So here start point, take nearest point on this, and so switch on the ortho mode and drag it, annotation option none. Option none. Now again go to leader, go to nearest, annotation option none. Go to leader, take nearest on this, annotation option none, and then go to leader, take center of this. So here switch off the ortho mode, take it and go to ortho mode on, select this, annotation option none, then go to explode this line and this line, then go to erase this line and erase this line. So since I am to name this side view, so go to D text and you mark this as left side view. So here you just click on this, go to CH, go to layer, you make this as side view. So you're going to get it as left side view. So this is how we will be able to solve the problem, and then go to move, select this entire drawing and move it here. So and when you project or when you see this drawing with reference to this, so both will going to have the same solution. So now this is how we will be able to complete this drawing on AutoCAD, and finally we are going to get the final solution. Thank you.